Okay, so this is exactly what we started doing on Thursday. We didn't practice it on Friday because I tried to give you guys a little bit of an easy day in case it did snow. Of course, it is snowing more today than it did on Friday, which is ironic, but it is what it is. So you're given the slope, your m, and you're given an ordered pair, and you're asked to find first what is the y-intercept and then form the equation with the slope and the y-intercept. When we started doing this, we said you had to take what you have to find the one thing you don't, which is the y-intercept. You can find anything as long as there's just one variable present. It's on that sideboard right there, exactly what we were doing. If you looked up and looked around the room, you would have seen that's the same skill that we were asking you to do there. Here's your slope, that's your m. Our ordered pair has x's and y's every single time. So we have three variables within the equation. Y equals mx plus b that we know. The only one we don't know is that plus b. That's what we're going to be solving for. We take all the variables we do know and we substitute out those variables out of that linear equation. Our y here is 2. Whoops. Try that again. Our y is 2. Our m is also 2. And our x is 3. And then we're still going to have that plus b. All that's left is to actually solve this. We always do the same two steps. We said you're going to multiply away those parentheses, and then you're either going to add or subtract away the constant to get the b by itself, to isolate the b. 2 times 3 is 6. So you have 6 plus b left on this side. You still have a 2 left on this side. We have a 6 on the same side as the b. That's the constant that we have to get rid of. And because it's a positive 6, we're going to do the inverse operation of that, and we're going to subtract 6. Golden rule says we have to do the exact same thing to both sides. 6 minus 6, that is 0, so you get the b equals, which is what we're looking for. And then 2 minus 6 is going to give you the y-intercept. That's your integer rules. If you're adding numbers with different signs, you subtract, take the sign of the bigger number. So we have 6 minus 2 is 4. The bigger number here is negative, so we would have negative 4. Once you have your y-intercept, you already have your slope. You're just going to plug them into the equation. Our slope always comes with the x. The y-intercept always comes at the end. So you're going to have y equals 2x plus negative 4. And of course, if you didn't have the template there, you could also write y equals 2x minus 4, and that would equal the exact same thing. That would be the exact same equation. Any questions about that first problem? All right, this is what you're going to be asked to do today, so make sure you have, if you have questions, you're going to ask while I'm going over this. Okay, this is what's on your quick check. Second one, it's the same thing. We have an ordered pair and we have the slope. Remember that your ordered pair always has an x and a y. This time your slope is negative. It's asking what is your slope. You just have to grab that from what they've given you. We know the slope is negative 2 here. And we have to solve for the b. So again, we're going to take that y equals mx plus b and we're going to substitute all the values that we have for the, and we're going to solve for the only one we don't, which is that b, that y-intercept. Our y here from our ordered pairs is negative 3. Our slope is negative 2. Our x is positive 2. And then we're still going to have that plus b. Negative 2 times positive 2. Remember, the first step is always to multiply through those parentheses to get rid of them. Negative 2 times positive 2 is negative 4. You have negative 4 plus b left on that side. You have a negative 3 left on this side. Second step is always to get rid of the constant that's with the b. That's that negative 4. This time, because it's a negative constant, we're going to add to get rid of it. You always do the inverse operation. Do the same thing to the other side. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. We get that b equals we're looking for. Negative 3 plus 4, subtract and take the sign of the bigger number. 4 minus 3 is 1. The bigger number is positive, so it would be a positive 1. Our b is positive 1. Our slope is negative 2. we just put them into the equation. Y equals negative 2x plus 1. Any questions about this? Because again, this is what you're going to be asked to do here in just a few minutes.